the season is officially over, just how jarring is it to have it end the way that it did?
Yeah, it's disappointing. The goal is to, like we said years in a row, the goal is to win a World Series, and to be in playoffs and lose in the first round is definitely disappointing. I wasn't here the whole year, but these guys did a great job. And the time I was here, we had a great group of guys and a blast to be around. Like I said, we just fell a little short.
You mentioned yesterday that you had given it some thought that it could be your last start in a Mets uniform. Has that thought become more prominent or sunken any more at this point?
I haven't really thought about it. It's disappointing that we lost tonight, and that was the goal, to move on, and the plan was to be going to LA, and that's not what we're doing. So, haven't really thought about it right now.
What do you hope happens for you over this offseason?
I don't know. I'm not going to discuss any contract stuff. It's just, we're disappointed we lost the baseball game tonight.
Sorry, just to get it out of the way, you do have the same plan now that you've stated before.
Like I said, I'm not going to discuss any contract stuff. We just lost the game, and our season's over, and that's all there is to it.
So what do you think this team could take? You guys had 5 really good months, and then September was a little difficult, and obviously, with this series. What can you guys take from what you learned this last month about what it takes to finish this?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good team. What did we win, 101 games? We just, at times we needed to win. We didn't win some big baseball games. The Braves, and then, tonight. Like I said, everybody in this room's disappointed. Would have liked to have been playing for another month, but it didn't happen that way.
Jake, what about you personally? I mean, you didn't pitch for a year and then came back and right away looked almost better than you've ever looked before, and then obviously had some things that you worked through down the stretch. Where do you feel you're at right now going into this offseason?
I mean, I feel really good. Last night felt great. Those starts in between, I was messing with some things, felt like I was leaning on my toe a little bit, trying to figure out some mechanical things, but that was a adjustment that I deal with most years. It just happened that I had a shorter window there, so it was tinkering with some things, but the health, everything felt great. Felt like I was able to take the ball whenever I was supposed to, and just happy about where the health situation, but this losing stinks.
Jake, what did you enjoy?
In your heart, do you think you'll be back here next year?
Like I said, I'm not going to discuss any of that. I have no clue.
What did you enjoy about being in Met this year? There was a lot that was different between the manager. Max is here. Year 2 is Steve. What did you like about the culture of the team?
Yeah, Buck was great. Enjoyed being around Max, Bassett, everybody. A lot of guys were returning. Like I said, this group was, me and Max were out for quite a bit of time, and these guys stepped in and did a good job, and that says a lot. And the offense was impressive, putting up runs. Pete, Francisco, those guys, great years. So just great group of guys to be around, and it stinks it's over.